here's a giant thank you to all my Patreon members. Your support is greatly appreciated. What is going on, guys? It is Nova Joe, and I'm back again with another World Brothers 2 character profile and weapon review. And today, we're going to be taking a look at the EDF Insect Armageddon Tactical Soldier. Alright, guys, let's take a look at his stats here. Alright, first off, he's got a 3 for walking speed, a 2 for jump, and a 3 for SP charge speed. So his stats right off the bat are pretty low. Obviously, they can be augmented with the accessories, but right off the bat, he's a pretty low stat character. However, I do have to say, I do like him as a teammate. He has some really good abilities. First off, he has a dodge roll, which that's just your typical evade, get out of the way maneuver. But he has a sentry gun, and this sentry gun is pretty nice. As well as an SP move is a pesticide missile. Which is a really great and very powerful SP move. So let's go ahead and take a look at the description. His dodge roll is the EDF's traditional dodge roll, nothing new there, but it reloads very quick so that you can do it repeatedly. There is next to no downtime at all between dodge rolls. Next is his R1 sentry gun. Sets up an E-tac sentry gun that'll keep attacking enemies on its own. You can throw 3 of these out, and each one of them does, I think it was 117 points of damage per bullet. And with 3 of them out, it can tear through an enemy pretty quickly. It doesn't last very long, though, but it does have a fairly quick recharge, so you can do it again. I want to say it's maybe 20 seconds, and then you can do it again. So it doesn't take very long. Next up is his pesticide missile. Launches a unique gas missile designed to eradicate insects. Don't worry, it won't affect people or buildings. So you blast this, and it actually locks on to whoever you're aiming it at, and that missile will follow them, and it does a good bit of damage. What's the best way to combat overwhelming mayhem? That's right, tactics. Tactics is wisdom passed down from the annals of mankind's history. I'm going to teach those aliens that us humans are their nemesis. Alright, guys, let's take a look at the weapon that comes with the tactical. Alright, and that is called the Cavatrix Rev. And as you can see here, it does 1,326 points of damage, has 18 shots for ammo, 3-second reload, 1.5 second shot. So it does, that's the major downside to this weapon, is it doesn't fire very fast. And it has a range of 110 meters. It scatters 6 shots, so it shoots out 6 bullets, and it has a B rank homing, and it does home in. However, with that short range of 110 meters, you got to get pretty close to do much damage with this weapon. Burst firing, 3 shots, and has a blast effect. So this weapon, honestly, is not very good. It does have a homing ability, so that when the shots do fly out, if you're within range, they will lock onto an enemy, zone in on them, and do some damage to that enemy. So they are effective. It is good in regards to if you're within that 110 meter range. It will do a lot of damage, you can see right there, if all the shots hone in and hit. But that's just the major problem. You got to be pretty close. And I have noticed some issues with this weapon when you're dealing with the Hornets. They will fly out of range, and especially like the big Queen Hornet, she'll stay out of range to the point where you can't get to her with this character's weapon. So yeah, this weapon's kind of the downside. However, outside of this weapon, this is actually a really good character. So let's go ahead and see him in action. Alright guys, here we go with the tactical from Insect Armageddon. Alright, so right off the bat, if you press in L3, he does run. He doesn't move extremely fast, but he is definitely faster than some characters. There are some characters who are extremely slow. Here's his dodge roll, and it reloads very quickly. And I need to get closer before I show you his turrets, otherwise they're just going to sit there stationary and not do anything. So let's go ahead and run on up here, get closer to some enemies. Looks like we got some shield generators up here. Alright, let's get through this mess. And here we go. Let's throw out these turrets. 1, 2, and 3. And as you can see, all 3 of them are doing 114 points of damage. And this is his shotgun. As you can see, it locks on. Well, it let me find some better enemies. This one kind of died a little too quick, so let's go find some more enemies on here. Let's run on over here. Let's rescue this guy. All right. All right, here we go. Now we got some enemies coming in. As you can see here, this shotgun reloads in 3 seconds. Really good, really good. All right, let's get a little close here. Whoa, what are we getting hit by? Oh, they got some Hectors over there. All right, let's go and let's bring my guy back. All right. Now, this is the problem. You got to get pretty close. And there we go. As you can see, having some issues. Let's throw out these turrets. And they got some range on them. You'll definitely get some... you'll definitely hit your enemies with those turrets. But unfortunately, the shotgun is pretty lackluster. All right, let's go ahead and pick... Oh, we're already full. All right, we'll get that pesticide missile going here. Let's get within range. And let's... Oh, we're not anywhere near range yet. So let's... let's get in range. Pesticide missile, here we go. Or not, excuse me, shotgun right now. Let's get rid of this guy. All right. I probably messed this up. I think the shield's going to block it. Oh, I still hit one of them. Still hit one of them with the pesticide missile. Oh, man. Let's get over here and rescue him again. This is a tough mission. I'm playing on hard. There we go. All right, he's back. Run on down here. Pick these up. Get within range. There we go. Reload's pretty bad. Or not the reload. The rate of fire is pretty bad on this. It takes a while to get a shot out. All right, throw some turrets out. All right, let's move before those Hectors get me again. All right, and the turrets are actually doing a pretty good job of wearing out those enemies. Oh, crud, I'm down again. Can I be rescued? I don't think so. There we go. Back again. All right, let's run. All right, let's grab some more of these right here. Let's get that pesticide missile ready to fire again here. Man, we're just having a hard time. All right, these turrets are locked and loaded again. Let's go ahead and throw those turrets inside the shield area and have them take out this shield generator. And I'm going to use my shotgun to help take it down quicker. All right, that one's gone. Done. All right, there we go. Now they're reloading. It takes about 16 seconds to reload those turrets, which really isn't bad. It's not bad at all. All right, let's go up here. We got some Hectors over there. We're going to have to watch out for those Hectors, or they're going to wreck our day. Sneak over here, grab this, get about 15%. All right, here we go. All right, shotgun. It's a very slow firing shotgun. Does a lot of damage, but you just got to be far too close to use it. Come on. Any day now. All right, he's gone. All right. All right, we got this filled up again, and whoa. If I can, there we go. Whoa, fire. Maybe it'll hit, maybe it won't. I don't know. Yes, oh, got 2 of them. Pesticide missile took out 2 of the Hectors. All right, let's get some health here. Let's get closer. Throw those turrets out again. Oh, yeah, gone. Oh, they're dropping in even more. Let's go pick up another character over here. I just finished up the whole mission with this character. We're doing pretty good. Oh, we got some frog guys coming in. Turrets out. Oh, gosh. Oh, boy. Uh-oh. We're in trouble. Here we go. Shotgun back out. Come on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And I'm down again. Turrets out. Let's run. Let's grab some health. Well, those turrets are distracting the enemy. Whoa, there's plenty of more enemies over here. Good grief. My gosh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. All right, let's go get some more health. All right, yeah, normally I just, as you guys know, I just do a quick little video here, but I'm having fun playing with this character. It's actually a really good character. Except for this weapon. This weapon's pretty bad. Do not like this weapon at all. Oh, he's gone. All right, done. Whoa. Oh, dodge that one. These shields have got to go. So let's throw these turrets right here next to the generator so he can't put a shield that blocks them. See, the range is just really bad. Just really, really bad. There we go. Yes, finally down. Go over here and rescue this other character. As you can see, the tactical is a really good character. Its features are good. The turret, its dodge ability is good, and its pesticide missile is very powerful. Not the most powerful SP move, but still very useful and effective. One, because it locks on, and two, because it does do a decent amount of damage and does have some a decent blast radius to it, so you can actually take out some enemies pretty quickly with it. Alright, we got a long way to go to get down here to this person's. I promise my next character profile will be a lot shorter. I'm just having fun playing as the guy. Alright, here we go. If I get anybody new, I'll be shocked. I rarely get anybody new on this. Alright, let's keep going. Let's see how quickly we can take out the remainder of these enemies with the tactical. Sneak in here close, throw the turrets right in its face. And you can't pull the shield in close enough to block them, so you're going down. There we go. And one more. Oh, just one more shield generator. And we're going to finish him off in style. All right. Boom! Pesticide missile for the win. Oh. Alright guys, that is the Insect Armageddon Tactical. A really good character to have on your team, specifically for his turrets and his pesticide missile, and the fact that he does move pretty decently. I mean, even though his stats are pretty bad, he does get around pretty decently, and you can definitely amp those up with the accessories. So alright guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like. Please comment down below. And if you're new to the channel, please feel free to subscribe. And if you'd like to support the channel financially, you can by going to patreon.com/EDF Central. Alright guys, stay tuned. More EDF World Brothers 2 content to come very soon. Later.